Oh, the Hirschfield short?
That's the start of our
You're a
show.
fan.
I was going to say.
Have you seen Such a Beautiful Day?
There's the B-roll.
My anus is bleeding.
I think we can use that as the beginning of the show.
And that's why it's his final episode. We done fucked him over too much.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, it's his feature film.
What are we talking about this week? we're gonna go back over
Just talking
Tenet,
about-
and we're gonna talk about Christopher Nolan, Interstellar, and
Interstellar.
more Tenet, Interstellar, and
I know
then
it's your dog.
Tyler and I might talk about.
yeah, I didn't get around to watching it. Did you finish it?
I did.
Yeah.
What state of mind were you in for the second half?
Oh, sober.
Whoa, was that rough? No. Which half did you enjoy?
Your lecture's
The first, even though it was a trip, the second was a little bit too playing.
I would just like to
announce.
announce that I am officially 5 days sober.
Whoa.
I have not had alcohol in 5 days.
Remind me to stay out of your
What day
way.
is it?
It's Wednesday. It's
been-
Thursday.
11 days? For
11 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well done.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you.
Not that I'm pursuing sobriety. I just haven't had a drink in 5 days.
It's been
You must be thirsty.
one day.
It's been 1 week
since I looked at me.
Thanks. I was setting you guys up for that. So
Chinese.
thanks for getting that.
Have a drum. Do you know that whole
Finally.
thing was ad-libbed the first time they recorded
I
it?
Oh,
don't
wow.
have any problem believing that.
Watching X-Files with no lights on. Dollar Maison. I hope the Smoky Man's in this one.
That's amazing.
Like Harrison Fordham getting frantic. Like Stingham Tantric.
How do you know all the words? I bet they don't even know
He's-
the words.
he's that age.
I'm that age. Fuck
fair.
you.
Oh, late 90s?
Yeah.
I was a wee little child.
Yeah.
Can you sing All Star?
I heard it on the radio,
No,
Disney.
I refuse.
I know all.
By the way,
those
did you like what I
lyrics.
tagged the last episode with?
Fuck you.
Did you like my Mandalorian post?
We should start with that.
Oh, my
Talking
love of
about his Mandalorian post and
I
his
think it looks good.
tongue-in-cheek references to Walt Disney, parentheses, TM.
Like a woman, every
Yeah.
month they fall into the communist. Jesus Christ. Because periods. We're going to miss you,
Like
Bob.
97% of our listenership is female, and now every single one of them is like, that Tyler guy.
They know they have periods. It's not news for them.
It's true.
It's true.
Some of them are probably bleeding as we speak.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I had 3 female friends in my group freshman year of college, and it was the worst when they
Did your,
synced up.
did your cycle sync up with them,
They,
Tyler?
well, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Well, they got grouchy, and then I'm like, well, I'm going to be a bitch too if everyone else gets to be.
Oh, you were just using it as an excuse? Yeah.
I like
Except you were going to Liberty University. She said everyone's being moody instead of everyone's going to be a bitch. Because there's a no swearing pledge that you sign.
And we can't, blasphemy the Moody Bible Institute either.
But they still have the loophole, and BJs don't count.
That's true.
I
Good old
I
Clinton.
thought it was anal. Isn't anal the sex?
Anal
that
is the
can't-
sex
That's
God
the
doesn't see.
loophole. Good God.
And in the ear, don't forget.
What are you talking about?
Family Guy episode.
Oh, it's been a while. I don't think most penises
My
would
penis
fit in
is
an
not
ear.
large.
Found a fourth hole. It's
An
behind
ear
me.
that's still pretty small. I mean, at least a nose is kind of
Oh, I was
flexible. and-
destroying ears. Let's get it right.
Hannah,
It's going out with a bang, baby.
just blink
Hannah,
twice
the next
if
time
you're
I
in trouble.
Hannah, the next time I say something to you and you go, what? I'm going to hand you a Q-tip.
Oh my God. What?
They say you're not supposed to use Q-tips, actually. It's bad for you.
Definitely
Pushes the
bad.
cum further into
Yeah, that's
your
what I'm
brain.
saying. She'll
Yeah.
never hear again.
Never again.
You need to get it sucked out.
Why does it sound like things are just swimming in my ear? I wonder, babe. Jesus.
I can hear the ocean. Huh?
They say the fastest
The
swimmer.
ocean is salty.
Oh my.
Slow.
Damn it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Popcorn Tribunal. I'm Tony.
I'm Tyler. And this is
that
our
is-
show now.
For the last time.
Well,
Derek.
we might bring him back if he ever wants to.
No, absolutely. Derek's going to take a couple months off, potentially
I thought forever.
forever.
I didn't know this
he's-
potentially business.
He's got. Oh,
Well, I like
I'm
you
trying
people.
to have a
I
serious
love you.
conversation here
Why?
because Derek is my longest running friend in the group, and I'm going
Not
to
the
miss him
fastest
not
running.
being on the podcast. This is not goodbye forever, but He's got some other irons in the fire that we fully support him in.
Oh, thank you.
Brandon.
The real estate thing is
Wrote a bulk of
blowing
the
up
series.
for him.
Quite well.
He's always been involved in music. He's an okay drum player.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Every
Bailey's
time we
like,
come and visit, he beats off before he sees us.
God, it's not like he
What?
claps on 1 and 3.
Right? Jeez.
What?
What?
Is our producer making rhythm jokes?
It's not really a joke. That's a painful
His
reality.
wife is pregnant, so
Hey, somebody just bought a bunch of coffee.
how much did they buy?
3 bags.
From
3
cars,
bags.
From cars-in-coffee.com?
What?
My goodness. If only they were a sponsor of our podcast.
Did you say cars-in-coffee.com?
No, Tyler, it's cars.
What did I say?
dash
in dash coffee.com.
What? That's what I said.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I am a giddy goat.
Some of the best coffee roasted here in actually, it's
Anderson
technically
probably
in
is the best
Dale-
coffee
Isn't
roaster.
it Daleville, technically?
Yes.
Yes. So
Locally roasted coffee. Mm-hmm. Ethically
By-
sourced.
And he only spits in every
Single
fifth
origin.
that's not true, and Chris should edit that out.
I will not.
bag. Love you.
Okay.
Every 19th bag in honor of COVID-19.
So the surprise inside.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, does he spit pre-roast or post-roast?
I mean, it's a little piece of a razor blade here and there.
That's
but,
the real
you know.
question.
It is about
It's a good
Halloween
thing you're
time.
drinking it and filtering it than the little piece of razor blade just.
There, exactly. It's there for flavor.
There you go.
So that when it makes you poop 20 minutes after you drink it,
There's actual pieces of cars in every bag. Some of it's just shard windshield.
You think the coffee makes you poop? You should see when you swallow the razor.
Oh my God,
his
my
new
poor
original
anus.
roast is 1967 Camaro.
Is that a joke?
Vroom, vroom.
No, it's legitimate. So, anyways,
wait a minute, no.
Derek is a successful
Camaros.
realtor in the city and the surrounding areas of Indianapolis, and his attention is directed towards more social causes as well as music, and it's something that we respect about Derek, or I respect about Derek. I won't speak for Tyler, but
He's gonna produce the greatest album ever made.
so I'll be honest.
I need
when-
900
no pressure.
didgeridoos.
when he told
The
us on
Off-White
Sunday
album.
that he was leaving the podcast, I was sad.
It was
But
Monday.
there was a period of time actually where for about 4 years, Derek and I just didn't talk. We weren't friends,
Oh, you hated him.
and I didn't hate him.
No, the
It's
first
just-
day I met you at the
I
pool
got
cover company,
divorced
you're like,
and
fuck that guy. You're
I
then
got
there was the
divorced,
knife
and
fight.
Derek didn't want to pick sides. I think was kind of how it all went. And
Yeah, I had dinner with their family all the time, and
Yeah.
then I didn't.
Oh, you're a Jesse fan?
no,
Well, we got along.
Stop, just in case she decides to listen to one episode and this
She
is
is
it.
the nicest person I've ever met and does not
She
scream
knows we get
profanities
along, so
excessively.
I'm not a fan. Yeah.
She's
I like
fine.
Jesse.
Yeah.
You sold a 5.5 ounce bag of Columbia Supremo,
Ooh,
a 5.5 ounce bag of manhandled Indonesia Sumatra,
Ew.
That's not even how you
Whoa.
say it.
and a 5.5 ounce bag of Ethiopia sidearm.
Will you
Apparently, I
manhandle
need to-
my bag?
I mean, I need to sell you
It's
some
manhandled, not monkey handled. This
That's
is
true. Yeah, you're telling me about weird like cat
I need to-
shit or
Exactly.
something. Yeah.
I need to sell
Fine.
Tony some Hooked on Phonics.
I don't do phonetics, damn it. I was raised in the American public school system.
Yeah, you don't have to be smart to
I
be
can't
successful.
read in cursive.
true.
You'll be running the country in no time, my man.
I know, right?
I
my.
are the host.
So, anyways, yeah. So, Derek, you're welcome back anytime.
Thanks.
And we're not replacing Derek.
Please still be my friend and hang out with me and
I
give me
will.
drugs.
We may have
Yeah.
guest hosts like
Pet order.
Blaha on every now and again, but there will be no permanent replacement for Derek. And
we might dress up as different people just to fool you for a little bit.
Yeah,
but
Tyler's
that
going to
plan.
shave his head
Perfect.
I've done that before.
because I can't grow a beard.
I could go full Alien 3 if you want.
Yeah.
We could press the
Are
fuck
we
out of
talking?
people.
Yeah.
And David Fincher will
So
never
it's
want to
just
talk
going to be
about
Tyler
it.
and I moving forward as the main host, and Chris will still be involved.
Well, he's allowed to speak when spoken to.
Only then.
Only then, says the Colonel. He's allowed to speak when spoken
I say
to.
when you're
I
spoken
say.
to.
Producer Dump
Talk
Button.
to, that is.
So, yeah. So tonight's episode, we did a thing. At the end of last episode, we talked a little bit about Tenet, and there was definitely some conflict internally for, I think, at least two of the three of us about the movie. I don't know how much conflict Tyler had about
Well,
it.
Meatloaf said 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah. Is that Meatloaf that said that? I thought he said something about Paradise by the Dashboard.
He'll
Light.
do anything for that
He
shit.
says a lot of shit.
Okay. So
He won't do that.
Derek and I
Thank
went
you.
and saw the movie again,
We sure did.
Do you think that is your stuff?
and Tyler
Tied it all back.
Tyler said he went to see the movie again.
I did.
So
When Tony and I went, we were 2 of just 5 people in the whole theater. And it was
Yeah,
wonderful.
So we killed the other 3
and of course the other 3 literally sat in the row right in front of us.
Yeah.
and slept.
Because it's like parking in the back of the parking lot, and then
Ooh.
3 people park around you. It's like, really? You could have any seat.
You want privacy when you're parking in the rear. That's just good manners.
Where did you re-see it at, Tom?
Or a wide angle lens.
Did you see it in Atmos?
A
or-
literature teacher I keep in touch with from the high school days, and we have good talks about cinema and literature and such. He's a fan. He listens. He wanted to go see it, and I figured, like, if I can make time, I'll probably try to see it a 3rd time with you guys, but then that didn't end up happening. But I did get to see it twice.
And you still hated it.
Yeah. I probably disliked it more this time, and making me watch Interstellar a couple days after did not help its case.
All right, well, let's talk about it a little more in depth. I'll let you start then.
You want me to start?
Yeah, why don't you like it?
Well, we'll use Interstellar as kind of a talking point for comparison because in that movie,
Do you want to talk about Interstellar first?
No, I just
kind of as a whole.
Well,
or-
we're talking about Tenet, and I want to talk about what Interstellar has that Tenet is missing.
Okay.
and then we can continue to talk
because you
about
didn't
Tenet.
like an Interstellar,
I think where and how you see a movie is important.
right?
That movie came out while I was still at film school at good old Liberty University.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that.
So a
on
bunch
Sunday.
of asshole.
Wait, where did you go?
That is Liberty University.
Clown car?
I would usually hide in the corner, which is an apt example.
Hide in the corner. Never mind.
I would sit in the very corner of the class away from everybody and just take it all in, which seemed to be the thing to do at that
Gotcha.
school.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
Jerry Jr. masturbated in the corner while Becky nailed the pool boy. That's what the joke is.
Oh, my.
Did you just call him Jerry Jr.?
He is Jerry Jr.
I know that's just funny. Okay, so
Jerry's Jr. got him in trouble.
so you saw
Actually,
Interstellar.
one of
when-
our dining halls was named after Becky's maiden name, the Tilly. So lots of men have been the Tilly.
Oh, my God.
So you saw Interstellar when you were going to film school
Yeah.
at said conservative university.
Yes, and when a bunch of assholes say it's the greatest movie ever made, you're like, well, let's hold up in there.
How is that
fellas.
possible?
Yeah, I don't understand how that's possible.
It's like it's.
I mean, it's
It's a
all right.
masterpiece. It's the greatest sci-fi film since 2001. I'm like, shut up. It's fine, and I think it is fine. But anyways, back to comparing it to Tenet. Interstellar had characters and motivation.
No,
and
okay,
heart.
so let me make this statement prior to the
And
continuance
meaning?
of the conversation. Christopher Nolan made Tenet, or made Interstellar as well as Tenet. So these are both his movies.
Correct.
So just for those who may be listening that don't know that, Interstellar is another Christopher Nolan movie. Mm-hmm. So did he write it?
I think he is at least co-writer
With his
of
brother?
all
'Cause
of
I know
his
he and
movies.
his brother write a
sometimes
lot.
David S. Goyer steps in or
Really?
someone
Okay.
else. Yeah, I think he wrote the Batman movies with him.
I know that. Yeah, go ahead.
For better context, too, Inception was 2010. Mm-hmm. Interstellar was 2014. And Tenet, of course, 2020.
Then we had Dunkirk in 2017,
18, I think.
around there. Between Interstellar and Tenet, there was Dunkirk, which I think is one of his better movies because there's no dialogue or not
Kenneth
much.
Branagh isn't trying to do an accent.
Well, Kenneth Branagh's not a cartoon character in that film. My only problem with Dunkirk is I wish they labeled the
wrote
dark-haired
it
British
with his
boys a
brother.
little better.
he wrote it with his brother.
Which one? Interstellar?
Yeah. Jonathan and
When else has
Christopher Nolan.
Jonathan written? Was that in Inception? This is riveting podcasting, folks.
Oh, my God.
He was partial writer on The Prestige. He was the head writer on
The
Westworld.
Prestige. Oh, good for him.
He wrote on Dark Knight, Persons of Interest.
And Flubber.
Remember when
Guy Genie. I don't know what that is.
remember when Waterworld was fantasy?
He wrote.
Nobody saw Waterworld.
He wrote the
We'll be there in
short
20
story
years.
that Memento was based on. That's pretty interesting.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I forgot.
Not
Nice.
to point it out, but you were like 3 when Waterworld came out.
I wrote it down.
Thank you. But also, yes.
Waterworld.
I went to
Kevin
see it.
Costner yells at a woman and small child for 2 hours
What
and
a
slaps
glorious,
them
what a
and
glorious,
drinks his pee,
what a glorious.
which I waited to say
piece of
until Bailey
filmmaking.
took a big old gulp.
And then didn't he make The Postman after Waterworld, or was that prior?
The postman didn't ring twice that weekend. Oh boy,
But all of these movies are becoming reality.
With Ford Lincoln Mercury?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Remember when
Anyways,
Mercury was a
So
company?
Interstellar, greatest movie ever. blah,
No,
blah, blah,
it's
Liberty
fine.
University,
I
Jeff
liked it a
Hawkins,
lot better the second time.
It's not a bad movie.
We quite
No.
enjoyed watching it this
It
week
becomes
together.
existential exploration of man's purpose in the universe, and then, God damn it, you're the worst, Matt Damon, for like half an hour, and then we're right back to that.
Yeah.
I feel dirty watching a movie with Matt Damon where you're like, fuck that guy.
Why?
Because I like Matt
We
Damon.
all like Matt Damon. It's called.
Love Matt,
He's
yeah.
playing a character.
He's very good at
know.
that character.
Even in Dogma, he was a bad guy.
He was
but
a
we all
dog-
He
loved
That
was,
guy in Dogma.
but he was very likable in Dogma.
him. Yeah.
That's kind of the point of his character, I think.
I mean, he murders people,
Yeah.
but I think they're like old white people, so it's fine. I'm kidding. Partially.
He?
So
The
it's,
boomer doomer.
it's like he got to redeem himself in a spacesuit in The Martian, I guess.
No, I think we just got pissed about that movie, so we stranded him on a different planet. It's
Gotcha.
like, you figure this shit out on your own.
Gotcha. And then, so you're not a big Anne Hathaway fan, and she was in that. But
I disagree on that. I just think in the right role, she's fine. I think she actually did deserve her Oscar, which is probably controversial because I'm like, God damn it, you gave it an 11. You didn't have to go that hard.
And she is a looker.
she did go pretty hard.
What, Prince Ass Diaries?
You got pretty hard.
What was that movie that she was naked in half the movie?
Love and Other Drugs, but I don't know that just off the top of my head.
Tyler has framed stills from that movie.
excessive. I don't need to see Anne Hathaway's tits. No.
I mean, who doesn't?
I mean, Gyllenhaal's in it.
No, that's from the best
And
movie
her.
outtake ever, which was Knocked Up when they did the,
Oh, yeah.
the Brokeback Mountain discussion.
Did she show her tits in Brokeback Mountain?
No, when they
A gay musical called Gay.
He's talking about I don't need to see a movie with Anne Hathaway's tits. I'd rather see what's his face? Heath Ledger.
Schlong?
Yeah. I want to see Heath Ledger getting a mouthful of Jake Gyllenhaal, all this stuff. That's the whole basis.
Does that
of
happen in the movie? It's been a while for me.
No,
All I
that's what
know
he
is
said.
someone
He-
spits in their hand at one point.
That's
in
the whole
movie.
point of
That's
that
all I
discussion
remember.
in that outtake is he was mad that they
Yeah.
made Brokeback Mountain, but there's not a single scene where a guy's getting a Hummer.
Not even like a director's cut?
Why am I thinking back, trying to remember? Is that true? I don't fuck know.
Write in the comments. How gay was Brokeback Mountain?
It was Brokeback guy.
Didn't that lose to Crash? That's embarrassing.
Was that the which Crash? The James
Not the
Spader? James Spader?
No, not the Cronenberg.
No.
Where
The
James Spader
autoerotica
gets off
thriller.
car crashes. That's a much better movie.
Wow, look at Tony with the film reference.
I know. I'm
and
proud
the
of you.
actor
I'm
name.
proud of you.
Wow.
That's a movie that's in C-17, so you might see some
Is it in
schlong there.
C-17?
Yeah. That movie goes hard. But no, Sandy Bullock crash. Where I don't remember what happens in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
9/11.
Matt
Maybe?
Dillon was in it with his big white teeth.
What happened to
Glad you
Matt
said
Dillon?
teeth.
We're very on track this episode.
Didn't he play a cop? Like a racist cop or something?
Oh, maybe that is what that movie's about.
Yeah.
Please write in the comments what Crash is
Tandy
about.
Newton.
Tandy
Damn,
Newton John.
I'm just pulling actors out of everywhere.
No
See,
idea.
you've been doing some research to make up for the lack of Bailey.
Coronavirus. I got nothing better to do. I read IMDb like it's
He
going out of
works
style.
from home.
I get text messages from IMDb. I did quotey fingers around that.
Do you?
Okay, so no.
Have you added to the trivia? Because apparently anybody can.
No, but I am considering going.
I remember
through
once, I don't know why, I was looking up an Air Bud movie and someone and said in the credits that John Cena played an ISIS agent. And I'm like, that's probably not true. In Golden Receiver?
Amazing.
Hilarious. Okay.
Interstellar.
Yes.
Inception. No.
Tenet.
Tenettenba.
So specifically, you told
That
us
was
in the
pretty
past. I mean, you just didn't feel connected to the characters.
No, and I thought that might be better the second time around. But I just gave less of a shit because I knew what was going to happen this time. They try to add in some characterization at the end because it's like, no, wait, we were this the whole time. And I'm like, okay.
What, are we still
Little
talking
late.
about Interstellar or are we on Tenet?
No,
now?
we're
on
talking
Tenet.
about Tenet.
Okay.
I
And
redirected
IT crowd a
this.
little bit.
A little IT crowd, always.
So
Lovely.
But okay, so talk a little bit more in depth about the film itself. Right?
About Tenet?
Not just I saw it a second time, hated it. Like talk about the film.
I understood the mechanics.
Break it into thirds. Tell me
I-
what you didn't like.
Sure, I understood the
many
mechanics of
rules.
everything a little bit better this time, and it made more sense, which was good. It was like, oh, that's what that was. I mean, it didn't make it like revolutionary or anything, but I'm like, okay, I'm following this a little bit better because the first time you're trying to piece it together as you go along, which I guess keeps you invested, but then when you know what's gonna happen, you're like, eh. But great set pieces still.
Yeah, I mean
And
something
they
we
look
talked
great
about
on
on
the big
Sunday
screen.
was the clarity to the protagonist antagonist piece of it for Derek and I. But you,
It
didn't.
feels like headcanon, but I we haven't talked since then. So what? Go through that.
What the fuck is headcanon?
Love a little head.
It's like when you watch a movie and they don't explain something, so you make up the explanation in your head. People do it with Star Wars all the
Got you.
time.
Totally.
So for me, and I don't know, Derek clearly will have his own idea. For me, the conversation about a protagonist versus antagonist that happened between John David Washington's character and the Priya character and Robert Pattinson's character as well. I think there was one conversation.
There's a separate conversation with
Right.
Pattinson and John David Washington. Yeah.
So
Is that where he's ordering the tonic water?
there's no the Diet Coke.
That's when they meet. But that's not the conversation we're talking about.
Yeah, those were quotey fingers, by the way.
They were. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because depending on the timeline, that's not really when they met.
Audio medium. So
Tenet isn't.
you go into the movie
What?
with kind of this idea that John David Washington is the protagonist of the movie.
As he is billed.
And then-
So you're
he's
right
the
to assume that.
Only one on the poster.
And then
Right.
after about 10 minutes into the movie, you start to question who's the protagonist and who's the antagonist in the movie. And
I
Without a
did
doubt.
not. But go on.
you said without a doubt.
Oh,
Tyler
yeah.
said
I never did.
I never did. So I don't know. It's I respect your opinions about movies, but
Sure.
it feels to me like you just didn't get the movie. Because for me, it very much, and I'm saying that respectfully.
Yeah, not in a you
Not
didn't
in a-
understand what
yeah,
happened. You
not
just
in a-
didn't get it.
Yes.
That could be. I mean, I think it's told in the most convoluted way possible, so I could have missed something.
I mean, yes, there's a little convalescence. Is that the right word?
That is correct.
It's a super
actually.
secret order today.
There's a little bit of that.
Only a little bit.
But so I was able to follow it actually a little more.
Did you enjoy the brief foray into art theft and art forgery? Did that do it for you?
And that's the thing, is that tied in two additional potential
See, that was
protagonists.
actually like a chess move that was like 7 moves ahead.
Yeah, it's like moving a pawn so
not
you can
about
free up your
art.
knight, but you're not going to touch your knight for...
Is that symbolic for the film? It's not about art.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, the art was a set piece that encouraged the secondary and tertiary stories of the story itself.
Yeah, the cartoon Pennsylvania villain holds very tall lady
I
captive
feel like if
because of art
anyone
forgery.
but anyone other than Kenneth Branagh with a fucking Rocky and Bullwinkle accent was
I
in
did
this
not
movie,
direct the film.
you probably would have liked it a little more.
But he's a Russian expat that's trying to fit in England as a billionaire. I had no problem with his accent whatsoever.
Sure. I mean, his motivation, we'll get into that, but maybe I didn't get
I
it.
had a real problem with a 6'2" model falling in love with 5'4" Kenneth Branagh, but that's another
Did
story.
she fall in love?
Billionaire?
I mean, at one point,
I mean, he is rich, and he puts balls in people's throats. That's kind of hot.
If I had $1.
Right?
through the.
Because I thought...
Didn't he say no balls and throats at one point in the movie?
Yeah, no, that did get a laugh out of me second watch, because I caught that. I'm like, all right, it's not bad. I don't
So
hate it.
again, I'm not
at
trying
all.
to convince you to like the story. I'm almost, I guess, sad.
You can be
that
sad.
Maybe, I don't know.
Can I say
I
something?
wanted you to like the movie as much as I did
I
because
understand that, for sure.
because we're friends,
Sure.
because we do a movie podcast,
Right?
and because I don't like going to movies where I'm like, man, I love that movie, and you're like, man, that movie fucking sucks.
I don't
Because
think
then
it
it's
fucking
like-
sucks.
Then
I
I'm
never
like,
said
is
that.
Tyler the idiot? Am I the idiot? Someone in this group is missing out on things.
I don't think it's deep enough to say that one's an idiot and one isn't. I think it's just an entertaining
I
movie
agree.
you enjoyed.
I'm just saying why I wanted you to like it. And
No, but
why.
I think I figured out what it is.
Okay.
And I think it's something a lot of filmmakers can dip into. Or like if you've seen enough Tarantino.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken tendies.
That sounds good.
What are we talking about?
Chicken tendies.
Chicken
Let's-
tendies.
Let's order out.
Yeah.
Break.
You ever go to Mickey D's and get like all the sauces and get like
I don't know,
bunch
but
of
you
nugs?
got some flavor saver stuff going on, and it's driving me crazy. Go like this.
oh, you get my chapstick?
Bleach
go.
my
Thank
tips
you.
and go to
are you
Flavor
gonna let
Town.
me go like that?
Well, because we're an audio medium, and it's on the
Well,
opposite
you waited
side
till
of
we were on the
camera.
air.
I didn't notice it until now.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's that.
You got some schmutz in your mustache.
It's a little,
God, this
Tyler just wiped something off of his lips.
little
and he was
Vaseline on
late.
his lips from
I
earlier.
think the word is cum thing.
It's your turn to blow DeVito.
something in the way.
So, anyways, Nolan's fingerprints is what you're trying to get at, I
I
think.
verges on self-parody. Like Wes Anderson has been accused of that, making the same movie and over again, and Tarantino's been accused of that. And I think there's a comfort to it if you like those filmmakers. Like, do that. I think like Isle of Dogs, for example, was amazing. No, but I like Wes Anderson enough that I'm like, this is comfortable and familiar, and it's like a warm hug, and I like it.
Yeah.
Or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood isn't like groundbreaking cinema, but it's very Tarantino, and I enjoyed it. Meanwhile, this doesn't have the weight, to me at least, of something like Interstellar or Dunkirk. And I can see how people would be like, oh, this is fun and complex and entertaining. And I'm like, good. You like Nolan? You like the way he writes dialogue and shoots set pieces? Then great.
We've
It's just
had
not
it-
my thing necessarily.
We've had conversations about directors who go out and make the studio films and make the big box office hits.
That's different than
to get the money to fund their projects that
Sure,
they want to do.
Soderbergh is a great example of that.
So would you say that potentially, you have Nolan started with like Memento and then The Prestige,
Once he got that Batman,
and then
money,
they did the Batman
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
got
yeah.
the Batman money, and then let's make Inception, let's make Interstellar,
and now
let's-
he's one of those filmmakers that's allowed to do whatever the hell he
Right,
wants.
right.
So I don't think Tenet is.
And Inception was pretty brilliant. I mean, in my opinion.
No, I will say that every gimmick he does, and I feel like every movie other than maybe the Batman movies has a gimmick to a certain
Right,
extent,
yeah.
is interesting. And
Yeah.
I have never seen time travel done this way.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I love it.
That's why I wish we would have gotten a chance to watch The Prestige one more time before
We'll
before we
watch
came.
it. I mean, I haven't seen it in years, and I don't remember necessarily why I was annoyed by it, but I came out of that movie very annoyed. But some great performances, Bowie especially, both Bales. Spoiler.
There's only one. It's called The Magic of Film.
So there was
Tyler.
both Washingtons in this case?
It's just so one Washington, actually.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't care.
The concentric circles, Derek. Remember?
I don't think this is a bad movie, and I'm glad you guys like it. Like again, it's a 2 or 3 out of 5 whenever you ask. me, but
Ironic that
just-
we talk about the Russian accent because if we think about it, this is kind of a Russian doll style kind of film.
Absolutely.
A story
nesting
within
dolls.
a story within a
Well,
story,
let
and the
me-
only story that really matters is the big one.
Sure. Let me ask you this: if through some miracle the trailers didn't spoil the time aspect,
Didn't see any of them.
and just
Yeah, that's why Derek doesn't watch
just
trailers.
advertise, well, you had to have known.
I knew nothing about
Oh,
this film.
well, then not knowing that and just think it's like a spy film or whatever, was
Yes.
that more enjoyable?
Oh, yes.
Because I think it would have been for me.
But then the second time we saw it, I liked it even more.
yeah,
Oh, I did
after
not.
knowing.
See,
No,
because
knowing's a Nicolas Cage
There
movie.
were about 5 or 6
different.
things the second time we watched it that I caught that I didn't catch the first time.
Yep.
Example?
You mentioned the, token.
the tassel that was attached to the backpack.
Yep. And that appears twice
three
or 3
separate times.
times.
3 or 4 times, yeah.
Yeah.
3 times, I think.
Yeah,
Can
the
you
backpack at
discover-
the beginning,
yeah.
In the
the guy
opera.
on the ground, and then at the end.
And in the van. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's just movies have to have a little something more to make me invested, and I think definitely casting these actors, Kenneth Branagh notwithstanding, helped because Oh, there's not much character.
What do you think
here.
of Pattinson in this movie?
I think he's great.
Yeah.
I love him.
This is the
in
most
his-
I've ever enjoyed.
Everything
Robert.
I've
I've been
seen
a
him
fan.
in
Sure.
outside
Yeah.
of Twilight.
Oh yeah, he's
I've
been in a lot of
loved
things.
him in, yeah.
My dude just needed to start to his career. You can't really blame him for that. A lot of people that don't get.
I mean, Anna Kendrick was in Twilight.
Exactly.
A lot of people
Dakota
fucking forget
Fanning.
that shit.
Michael
Dakota was in it? Oh, she was.
Was.
She played the
Who
red-eyed
was-
vampire girl.
Who was the bartender from Passengers? I know he's in better things. He's in Good Omens.
Bartender. Oh, the English guy.
Michael something. I want to say
Yeah.
Michael Sheen, but that's obviously not his name.
No, I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, no, he's in the Twilight movies, and those actors don't get the same amount of shit that Pattinson does, and I don't think that's fair because they're all just getting a paycheck. I think Stewart's good in things. Typically.
Yeah, she was really good in Underwater. Really liked her in
Charlie's
that.
Angels wasn't a great movie, but she was the best part of it.
Yeah.
Underwater.
Underwater, I
Yeah.
liked, yeah. So, Derek, you liked the movie much better.
I did.
Let's tell us a little bit about that. So, what was your experience like the first time and then the second time?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty much everything Tyler disliked is that he very purposeful on Nolan's part, I think was what I really enjoyed about it.
What do you mean?
Well, for one, we talked about the use of the actual word protagonist and like direct commentary on the story.
Sure.
But I think that was the whole point is that, number one, the movie in and of itself is a commentary on storytelling,
Yeah.
How
And-
so?
the way that it goes about it, and the fact that they're
Well, what does that mean? I mean, it told the story. All movies are supposed to
Yeah,
do
but-
that. I don't get it.
but it's almost like a breaking of the fourth wall without when he mentions it directly that when he's telling Priya's character, right, I am the protagonist.
I thought she was the one that used that word. It's like, well, you're a
Well,
scruffy looking
he said
protagonist.
to her first, I am the protagonist in this.
Yep.
And then she responded in kind.
If there was some kind of doubt in my mind, I might have that he was. Then maybe I'd agree with you. But there was never a point where I'm like,
So
oh,
the question
is, he?
was that a lucky guess for you, or was it because you had read?
No. I mean, I just assumed there was no. I thought that was just hacking.
Because there were
screenwriting.
logical paths that were played out throughout
What
the
do you
movie
mean?
that showed different people as the potential protagonists.
Well, talk to me more about that because I'm not quite following, and I'm
Well,
trying.
I mean, the transition into the story of Kenneth Branagh and his wife.
I was about to say, until the good guys take over the machines or know how to use them,
Sure.
Branagh is 100% in control.
Now we're
Doesn't mean
talking.
he's the
Okay, so there's a difference
protagonist.
between the protagonist of the movie and the protagonist of the story, right? The protagonist of the movie, you
I've
know,
taken
is,
enough screenwriting classes to think that's a little wacky. I mean, you can be an
'cause-
anti-hero.
No. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. Here.
Okay.
So you have two different things. You have a movie and you have a story within the movie, right? You have the script that controls the path of the movie. In the script, there's multiple potential protagonists for the story, but you're watching the movie from the viewpoint of a John David Washington character, which makes him the protagonist of the movie.
Well,
Does
let
that
me
make
try to
sense?
spin this just because I'm trying to understand it. Like, Mad Max is not the protagonist of any of his movies, correct?
I would.
It's
I would
Furiosa
say.
and Fury Road. You might be able to make the argument for Thunderdome.
Yeah, Thunderdome, I think he definitely was.
And maybe the first one too, but definitely not Fury Road. But because the point of that character is he wanders into these scenarios and you follow these other characters, and maybe is that what you're arguing Washington is?
No, so I'm not arguing the protagonist versus protagonist. What I'm saying is that the way this movie is built, let me explain it,
No,
goddammit.
his face.
What I'm saying is
Sometimes it pays to watch the YouTube version. Kids, go
I
on.
talked about the Russian nesting dolls, okay? And there's a story within the story. You have the story that makes the movie, the story that was written by Christopher and Jonathan Nolan, that is a script for the movie that we go to see. But inside of that script, there's 3 other stories happening, right? And so there's a conversation about the protagonist. They're not talking about who's the protagonist of the movie. They're talking about the different paths. I talked about concentric circles. Each of those circles is a story within another story. And there's supposedly different protagonists in all those stories. And the reality is, spoiler alert, at the end, we find out that the protagonist in every single one of those stories is the same person. That's what I'm talking about.
So the twist at the end is that there was no twist in the end after all.
Yeah, But yeah,
That's kind of the
no,
twist of
absolutely.
Inception. Is that the twist at the end of Inception is that there may or may not be a twist at the end.
Exactly. No, it's exactly that. That's what I'm saying is because the first time, it turns out I didn't really miss any of the bigger story.
Right.
But watching it a second time, I was able to understand how the internal logic of the film was completely logical.
Sure.
And it was also
And-
separate from the film. If you're able
Exactly.
to separate that.
And that's what I'm saying. I was able to better understand each mechanic and smaller story
For sure.
that contributed to that. And like especially with Pattinson's character and how he's moving through time in the greater story.
Right.
Let's use Crash as an example.
The movie
Right.
that no one
The
remembers.
movie that
We
we
don't
just talked
remember
about.
anything about it.
Okay, so
Which one?
What I remember
Hold
about
up. Which Crash? 'Cause we brought both of them up.
2008, right?
Matt Dillon,
2005.
Sandy Bullock,
Okay.
Tandy
Okay.
Newton.
I'm, I'm just making sure. It's not
So-
the Spader spanking
Not the
movie.
Spader autoerotica.
It's a good movie. I like Cronenberg.
Okay, so that movie was built around 5 or 6 separate stories that all come back together into
Magnolia.
one.
I mean, there are other movies that aren't Crash that are better at doing
Yes.
this. But I
Oh,
understand
sure,
what you're saying.
But
for sure.
I'm using it
That
as an
actually
example since
makes
we
me
talked
remember
about
a
it
lot more, I
earlier.
think.
Sure.
So there's 5 or 6 different stories
That are
inside of
interconnected.
the one overarching story.
Sure.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about the protagonist. In each of those individual stories, there's different protagonists, but they actually evolve into a singular story which has multiple protagonists.
Sure.
In this case, they evolved into a singular story, and it was the one protagonist for every single story that happened.
And I see why that's interesting for you because I guess Nolan's better at narratives, but that doesn't mean there's any actual characters in the movie that you could connect to. Like, tell me anything about John David Washington other than he's a spy. Or what is he? CIA?
He was a CIA agent. He was
Well,
a
tell me
spook.
about his character. What are his wants? What does he care about? I don't know.
Saving the world.
So you just confirmed it. He's just generic Tom Cruise action man, which you don't go into Mission Impossible movies for the characters.
Well, but he
necessarily.
also wants to improve the life of Brandon's wife.
But you don't know why, other than he seems like a nice
Do
guy.
we need a why though?
Well,
I mean,
because
he cares.
the stories that she told him about
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh's
I mean,
character were fucking horrific.
She's definitely the most compelling character. Because you know
don't-
things
don't-
about her.
See, I don't know. I think we're straying from the path of what we were talking about. Now you're talking
Oh,
about
you're
how
asking-
there's no characters that I could like. I mean, that's not true. The reality is there's just not a character that maybe you...
They're not strong characters. Is that better?
Well, and I mean, hers is the only true backstory of any kind that we really get.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just
saying, like, let's
intrigued.
go-
Like we've had 3 conversations about this
Sure.
now, and this is the first time that you've mentioned there wasn't a character to
I
connect
swear,
with.
if you go back to that first episode, I mentioned it, but maybe I didn't. But if you talk about all his other filmography, like his Joker is iconic. There's a character there, and we don't know much about his backstory, but you
Right.
know what his
And
motivation
to be
is.
fair, David Goyer wrote that.
No, he wrote it too, and he directed it.
Right,
Like,
but
we're talking
Jonathan
about,
Nolan was involved in every single
how
movie
the hell
that we're
does
talking.
that matter? We're just comparing movies to movies. It doesn't matter who wrote it. He had a hand. Is all I'm saying.
I disagree. I mean, I definitely think that writers definitely have a big piece of character creation and character
Sure,
development.
and I'm arguing that I'm just trying to compare his different movies, man. If he helped write them or didn't, sure that matters. But I'm trying to tell you why I don't like this movie in comparison to his other movies.
And I'm not trying to change your mind on this movie. I'm just trying
like
to
I could tell you
understand-
things about Matthew McConaughey's character from Interstellar. I could tell you about Dunkirk is
I was gonna
different.
see, I
Dunkirk's a
didn't
different
think-
thing
I
because
didn't think
that's
that McConaughey had very much character development.
I
in
mean,
that
he
movie.
had motivations and he had characters traits about him. Like I could tell you things about
So
his
you
character.
think because John
I could
David
tell you about Anne
Washington-
Hathaway. I could
you
tell you
think
about
because
Murph.
John David Washington was a singular spook with no family background, no heritage to
I
be
don't-
speaking of that spoken of, that he was just kind of a man alone.
Sure. I mean, and if there is any character development for him, they save it for the end of the movie.
No, I mean, I definitely see Tyler's point.
That's
I
all
mean,
I'm trying to say.
I don't
he's the central
disagree with
actor,
you.
but there's definitely less.
Character is important to me. That's why I
Not
go
much
to
depth.
movies. Like stories are interesting and set
Right.
pieces are interesting, but at the end of the day, if there's a character you could connect to. Like I don't like the Evil Dead franchise because I like the lore. You like Ash.
Right. So, but that reminds me of when we had the conversation about Michael Douglas and Falling Down,
There's a character there.
right? Like you really like the character, and then you find out he's a fucking murderer, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, I liked him.
Really, the joke
Or
is-
Chucky in Child's Play. You kind
Yeah,
of,
for sure.
You know,
You're endeared to him, and then at the end you're like, I hate that I have to hate him now.
Yeah.
Where and compare that to like Brana's villain, where he's just an asshole from the word go,
Right.
and his only motivation for all of this shit, which is a huge problem for me, not as much for you guys, is that I'm dying, and if I can't have it, no one can. Man, I'm
Well,
like,
I mean-
okay, sure.
If you're a jealous, insecure asshole and you have all the money in the world and you're married to this supermodel,
But
and
for like an end of the world plot, that's a little rough. Like Thanos is a perfect example. Like you kind of like weirdly agree
why did
with
Thanos
him.
want to end the world?
He didn't want to end the world. He wanted to end half the
Half the
world
world.
because population control, and because he's seen planets die before. And you're like, oh, I'm weirdly almost on his side, and I don't like that about myself.
Yeah.
That's an interesting villain. The
I
Joker's an
agree.
interesting villain. This guy is like, man, I'm a cartoon character.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's almost like I had this question right after Interstellar. If the whole planet, and this might be a question we have to ask one day.
Sure.
If the whole planet is dying and we don't have a viable option
Plan B.
to get a new
Or A.
home,
Right.
Wait, Plan B didn't exist.
why would
Plan A didn't exist.
why is humanity's existence so important that we need to populate
Arrogance?
another
Oh
world?
yeah, I thought that was something they could focus on more in that movie. The more
Because
not-
we're the only humans.
well,
That's-
I mean, that movie's way more optimistic than I would have gone for. I
Oh,
would have
sure.
gone way more nihilistic with like, well, maybe we're not worth saving. Do you ever think about that?
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, I like the hopefulness.
No, I mean, and I was talking to someone else who's a fan of this movie, and he was explaining why he liked it. And he's like, maybe it's the old
Tenet or Interstellar?
Interstellar.
Okay.
Because he didn't like Tenet either. But he likes Christopher Nolan, which I found interesting. You know, I mean, I don't hate him either. I mean, obviously.
Well, I mean, just because you like a director or
You don't have to
writer,
like
you don't
everything
have to
they do.
apologize for everything. that they
Sure,
do.
for
Yeah.
sure. So he
How
liked
about
it-
both Tenet and Interstellar, though, ending where they started?
Do they?
Interstellar didn't really end. Where
I mean, it ends in a bookcase. I think is what he's going for.
because
we-
it ends in the future with his daughter.
I know, but we go back
We
to the beginning
watched
of
those
the movie.
interviews at the very beginning of the film.
Oh, well, that was a clunky device that I didn't think
I'm
was
just saying.
necessarily
Oh, the interviews in the
successful.
house. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it continued after that.
Sure.
If it had
For an
stopped, if
epilogue.
it had stopped there,
We
it
talked
would've
about what a
been-
shitty museum that would be. 'Cause it's like everyone's talking over each other.
I love how he just moved into it. It's
Oh,
a
he did,
museum.
didn't he? That
Yeah,
was
just kinda
weird.
Fucking moved into
I guess
it.
he
working
owned
on the
it.
robot. Yeah.
It was like 100 years later. I mean,
Yeah.
he wouldn't technically own it. Anyways, the point is he liked Interstellar because of that optimism and message about love. That love can transcend time and space was something that was powerful to him. And I'm
Absolutely.
like, I wish I had that optimism still. A part of me wishes I wasn't such a cynical bastard.
All right, here's an interesting question that just kind of popped into my head. The three of us are very different people, right?
What?
Yes.
One thing that
And Neelis is
we have in
different.
common
And
is
also
that,
here.
that we love movies, right? So
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask Derek, then I'm gonna ask Tyler.
Sure.
What kind of books did you read growing up?
Ooh.
What kind of media did you and don't say music because we know that. I mean, clearly
Yeah.
you're Beatle tatted up.
I am.
But what kind of books, what kind of TV shows did you watch growing up?
I don't remember too much TV other than like Saturday morning cartoons.
We're gonna have very
Right.
different answers.
But
That's exactly my point, actually.
books. I mean, I really liked stories.
So did
Of
you
all
read
kinds?
like
I mean, like-
Kerouac and stuff like that?
No,
or-
so like I read a lot of Tolkien,
Right.
and Lewis.
right.
But then I also like stuff like the Westing Game
Right.
and The Giver in
I read all
1984.
those. Yeah.
Wasn't there a movie made out of The Giver?
I don't recall.
There
It definitely
was.
didn't have T
Yep.
Swizzle because that'd be stupid.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, I've always been a big fan of just giant
So your genre
stories.
would say probably fantasy, and then transitioning as you got older more into a. I don't know. Would you
No,
call
I
those
still-
socially mindset driven fiction? Mission driven fiction.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
fission.
definitely like
Fission?
No fishing.
I'm a nuclear physicist. Okay, go ahead, fishing.
That was miming of
potentially what's it called? Perfect Society.
Oh, utopian.
Utopian, but it's really dystopian, right?
Right,
I
yeah.
really
yeah. It's
is
been
there
argued
such
there is
thing?
no perfect-
Exactly, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Is there
Right.
such thing as utopia?
Gotcha.
I do like that question. Though,
Well, I mean, that's
very
the
much.
irony of it, right? That
Yeah.
utopia is really
Utopia
dystopia.
for some is dystopian for
well.
all.
To achieve utopia, you have to create a dystopian society.
Sacrifices must be made.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
All right, what about you,
Like The
Tyler?
Giver is a great example because you literally have to take away all their emotions in order for people to function together. How far back do you want to go?
I want to go back to influence. Like, what influenced you from a reading standpoint?
From like how young though?
When you started.
Because like
reading?
when do,
I
what
want to
did
talk
you-
about progression.
What did you read as a child? I don't know.
I don't want to be like when
Green
you were
Eggs and
7
Ham,
and a
The
half.
Boxcar
what did you
Children.
read?
What are we getting?
Right?
No, I'm
No, I
talking
know, I
about
know.
influence, right? Because I am a science fiction guy, but I'm
Sure.
also a mystery guy, right?
Sure.
So for me, the puzzles of Memento and The Prestige and Inception and Tenet, like that's where my brain works, right? And so I don't look at the character development of Tenet because I'm obsessed with this really cool story, the Russian nesting dolls, the concentric circles. So this is why we have these conversations.
And great stories are great,
Right.
but if I don't give a crap about anyone, I'm not going to get invested in
Right,
that great
and
story.
so
Did
the
they-
conversation
yeah.
that I want to have is
Sure.
what made you get to a point in your character development internally that you became a fan of character-driven films as opposed to just a Mission Impossible.
Well, as a kid suffering from crippling anxiety that didn't have anyone around, and so I was like raised by TV, I kind of had to teach myself like social skills.
Right.
And I would latch on to comedies for some reason because that's what people responded to. So a lot of cartoons, a lot of sitcoms.
Then
and
why
things.
aren't you funny?
I don't know. It's the damnedest thing. But sharp writing was always appealing to me, and sharp writing in my mind has always been characters. It's like,
Right.
oh, I've attached myself to this character. Or
Did you have a favorite author growing up?
I've read kind of a little bit of everything as
And
a
to
kid.
be fair, the era that you grew up in, there weren't authors that were writing 5 or 6 book-long books other than the Twilight series, really.
Harry Potter.
I mean, there's a series.
Harry Potter, right?
There's a series of books I love that's obscure.
Right.
It's called the Pendragon series.
Yes.
DJ McHale wrote them.
Right.
Was that face? I mean,
I think I know. It starts with Taliesin.
what?
Nope, different Pendragon cycle. Okay.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the
It's not
Arthur
Arthur?
Lesson.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Yeah, Taliesin. I've read every
Yeah.
single one of those books. And I fucking
Taliesin,
loved them.
Merlin,
Yeah.
Arthur,
No,
Holy
not
Grail.
not the
And
same
then-
thing. No,
okay. Pendragon.
Hey, I'm right there though.
Damn it.
that was the big series I read as a kid because, like, I read some of the Tolkien stuff and I
Right.
liked it just fine. It wasn't necessarily my thing.
Did you ever read the Watership Down books?
Saw the movie. It's got Zero Mostel as a birdie. You think it's going to be about cute rabbits, and it kind of is, but then rabbits also
then
die.
They start murdering each
Yeah,
other.
rabbits
Yikes.
murdering. I just read a lot of classics just because I'm like, I want to see why this is popular. So, like, let's read through Frankenstein or The Invisible Man,
Right.
War of the Worlds. Or,
Right.
And it's, I mean, those are obvious, and I think you
But
mentioned
let's
some
be
classics
realistic.
too.
Let's be realistic. If you think about Dr. Frankenstein, right? The entire story of Frankenstein is based around the character that is Dr. Frankenstein.
And the character of the creature and the
Right.
Right,
like,
Frankenstein's monster.
Right.
creature in the book. The
And then if you
monster
think about-
and that whole thing didn't start till the Universal movies, which I am a fan of, but
Sure.
they're not the book because the creature's actually intelligent.
Right.
He's struggling like
But
with an
hideous.
identity crisis,
Right.
which is something that appeals.
And he's
to me.
also suffering with the fact that people are scared of him.
Well, yeah, it's like, why didn't S to be made? Like, what the hell am I? Am
So
I
he
this
suffers-
person?
he
that
suffers
it
from
came
anxiety.
Yeah. So, and like,
But if you think about kind of that whole classic cinema,
speaking of
meets
Kenneth Branagh.
stories, right?
he didn't make a good version of the book, but he made the closest version.
There you go. That's true.
But if you think about it, right? So you've got the character of Dr. Frankenstein that's pretty well fleshed out in the
Who's
movie.
got a god complex? Like none
You've
other.
got the characters in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde that are very
Sure.
fleshed out because you
Sure.
have to identify the two separate characters. So kind of that whole movie monsters.
Well, I think a world building, especially with like Tolkien, is important.
Yeah.
But I think you have to have something to latch onto.
It's funny. I think. Did you read Tolkien?
Yeah.
I think that's the one out of that group that we all had an interest in.
Sure.
It's
Well, I
kinda
mean,
interesting.
those movies came out when I was a kid, and everyone was all about
Never
them.
mind.
so
He's
the-
talking about the movies.
Yeah.
No, I read the books too. But
Did you ever watch the cartoons?
the Rankin Bass and the Bakshi movies? Yeah, I saw them. Of course.
So, okay. So I think.
Big Bakshi fan, by the way.
Yeah.
If we ever wanted to do an episode.
I think the point of my conversation here was
Sure.
our different personalities. This is, I think, the first movie that we've had on the podcast where it feels to me like different personalities came out with very different impressions of
I
the
wouldn't
movie.
say the first necessarily.
I mean, we've disagreed on them, but we've had similar points. But I feel like you and I and potentially Derek are kind of on polar opposite ends with this movie.
I loved all the Evil Dead movies when I forced you to watch them, and that's very personally true.
The first blockbuster that we've been diametrically
Sure,
yeah.
opposed
I
about.
have to think, but you're probably right.
I was just sitting here thinking, and I was like, okay, so I really liked those mystery novels, or
No, I like Mr.
a guy named Piers Anthony was my
Oh,
favorite.
Encyclopedia Brown was the shit as like a little kid.
Yeah, that's not real mystery though. That's like who stole the Red Sox out of the washing machine?
Who did steal the Red Sox out of the
It
washing
was the
machine?
dog.
How did he do that with no thumbs?
So
I want answers.
for me, the story, like I read up, my favorite author growing up was a guy named Piers Anthony.
Pierce Brosnan?
Piers Anthony. Ultimately, Piers Anthony was he was co-writer on there was a movie I can't remember what movie it was, but and then I read a lot of Terry Brooks, and all of these books, Piers Anthony's books, are basically driven by puns. So it's all about humor and fantasy. It's not about character development or things of that sort. And then I went to Terry Brooks and Lloyd Alexander and those authors, and they all had all these twists and turns in their stories. And that clearly leads into why I like that kind of stuff as an adult.
Well, you're
And
more
so
of a Shyamalan fan too, and he's all about his twisty twists.
and I like, and that's the thing is like people are like, oh, I fucking hate Shyamalan, but
He's made some shit. Let's be
there's
honest.
people
He's
like,
made some real crap, but he's
yeah,
made
but some of his
wonderful
crap
stuff.
I still enjoy. Like
Like?
Airbender.
Oh,
See,
no.
Airbender wasn't a Shyamalan movie though. It was
It wasn't a good movie either.
Nice timing.
what was that? I missed it.
That was great.
But the thing about it, The Last Airbender, and for me the reason why it was terrible was because it literally had none of the fingerprints of M. Night. But again, is that a movie that he made to be able to make his next movie?
It wasn't a good one. 'cause it
What's
didn't
the
make
one
money.
with Bryce Dallas Howard and
Oh, Lady in the Water? Or The Village?
The Village? I really liked that one.
Village is fine.
I like the
Oh,
Village.
speaking of which, someone had spoiled Antebellum for me.
No,
I haven't
don't.
seen it
I
yet.
still want to see it. Don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Well, I already spoiled it because they said The Village.
No, I don't remember.
The Village with like
Shh, shh,
slave
shh,
owners. It's not a good movie from what I heard. That's all I'm
okay.
saying.
Yeah,
You got
but
that from the trailer.
You know I don't watch trailers.
Well, because it's like, oh, I woke up and now I'm in slave times. And it's like, oh no, it's like some crazy ass Conner Prairie people. There, I just saved you 2 hours. You're welcome. I can't tell if you're actually upset.
I've been looking forward to that movie for so long.
Well, it's better you hear it from me than waste money or something. That's all I'm saying. I care.
How many times have I had to waste money on movies? Like,
Oh, I forgot you have a Plex server.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's
You
that?
brought it up.
I archive for future generations.
Mhm.
That
And we
is
totally
all.
paid for Mulan and all the movies we watched.
Jesus Christ. Can you timestamp?
He's
that,
gonna have
Chris,
to edit
and-
the
and
shit out of
delete
this
that?
one.
So, yeah. So Derek and I both kind of left Tenet with different feelings from the first time. You pretty much stayed the same, which is good.
Yeah, Tony and I liked
I'm,
it more.
I'm so
and
glad
Tyler
you're
liked it
involved in the
less.
podcast there, Mr. Phone.
I might have a date tomorrow. That's all.
All right.
Oh, what's his name?
It's a girl.
Carl?
No, it's a girl.
He said it's a girl.
I thought he said Carl.
Carl?
Carla.
That kills people.
My name's Carla.
Carla.
It's me, Anastasia.
Just call me Chris.
She has a
And there goes all our transsexual viewers. Oh no.
Just because Chris has a low voice doesn't mean they're trans. Jesus. Way to assume.
Plus, it wasn't mocking.
No, not at all.
The loving place.
Dump button. Dump.
Yeah, dump it.
Dump.
Dump it.
We gotta start over. We gotta go back.
So let's talk a little bit though about
Sincere apologies to my trans friends.
let's talk a little bit
forgive you.
about the direction that Chris Nolan kind of does a lot of his movies. Because I am a fan. I'm a fan of Chris Nolan, and I've liked everything that he's done. I think there was one Batman that I didn't really like.
Which one? Rises? Because everyone hates that one. I'm like, I like it.
I still do too.
There's some stuff that doesn't make sense.
That's the one that you said though.
I mean, my
'Cause
favorite one is Begins. For
See,
sure.
that's no one's favorite one, and I respect that because I don't think that one gets enough love.
Yeah,
I
no,
like Begins.
I liked Begins.
Well, people don't like The Dark Knight and didn't go crazy for it because it's a Batman movie. It's the Heath Ledger show.
Exactly.
And again, deservedly so, but I think there's other great stuff in that movie that gets overlooked.
if
Without
he
a
doesn't
doubt.
die, does that movie still
I
Get
think
the
they
Heath Ledger show treatment.
I feel like the third movie would have been a little bit better
Yeah.
if he was still alive.
Yep, I
Because I
agree.
feel like they left him alive for a reason at the end of that movie.
Yes.
And then I don't think they mentioned him
Didn't
at all.
they?
They don't tie
Who
it.
was the villain in the third?
Bane.
Hello, Mr. Tom. Hello.
I was born in the darkness.
But spoiler alert, it's actually the woman in the background you don't give a shit about that's really the
French
villain.
girl?
Yeah. The knifey wifey from Inception. That's one thing I don't like. I'm like, Bane
but
was so
I
much
love
more
her.
interesting when it was him.
Yeah, it's a weird twist.
her
that
name's
doesn't
like
really work.
Marianne something or other.
Marion
Coulthard or something.
Coltrane.
Yeah, I like her. John Coltrane.
Colliard? Sure. John Coltrane is
what's your-
great in The Dark Knight
What would
Rises.
you say is your favorite Nolan movie?
Ooh.
Performance was kind of dead.
Oh, no. Prince asked.
Most days I say Dark Knight.
Really? Okay.
I really like Inception. I think I've probably watched Prestige the most, actually, though.
Prestige.
Yeah.
What about Michael
Michael
Caine?
Caine.
Michael Caine.
Shows up for a bit and to comment on a suit.
Michael Caine. Michael Caine's in Tenet. For
Michael
like 2.5
Caine's favorite
minutes.
film.
Yeah. What?
What do
Call
we
this
call
one
that?
the truck driver.
Yeah. Did I imagine this, or did
The
someone
Muppet Christmas Carol? No, he was in that.
impersonate Michael Caine in a movie that we've watched recently?
Who?
I don't know. There was no, it was Wendy. No, what was it? I don't remember.
Wendy the movie or
it was
Wendy
either
your
a
girlfriend?
movie I watched or it was my girlfriend that was in.
Those
Everybody
are, I don't know
comments
how
on
you
Michael
confuse
Caine.
those two things.
I don't know.
I mean, everyone.
Oh no,
has,
no. I was streaming video games and one of the people that I was playing with is English, and she said
Okay,
something. And it
Grandpa.
sounded like something that Michael Caine would say. And then she started trying to do a really bad Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
And it was pretty funny. So yeah,
He does get a speech in this one. He definitely gets speeches in all the Batman movies and probably Inception.
I liked him as.
Did he give a speech in Interstellar or he? No, he does because he
He
a
reads the poem.
Poems.
He's excellent in Interstellar.
Kind of a bastard.
He
man.
looked old as fuck in Interstellar.
Well, he's
too.
supposed
That
to be
was
like
the point.
127 years old at one point.
I miss Jeremy Irons.
He still does things.
I know.
Does he not come over and see you anymore
No.
for your play date?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do
It's okay.
you like Die Hard 3?
I built a sandbox and
You built
I
a
built
sandbox?
plastic
I'll play in the
buckets to
sandbox
make-
with you.
there's a lot of cat poop in it now.
You talking about a litter box? I don't want
That's-
to play in that.
Anyways, I'm really glad we saw Tenet twice.
In Deadpool, sorry about your cat. I don't have a cat. Then whose litter box did I just take a shit in? Yeah, that's great. Love that movie.
And I hope they
pretty
keep giving Nolan money to make fantastical
Yeah,
films.
I mean, I know he's got a couple other in
You
production.
didn't ask me my favorite Nolan movie.
Oh, we're coming to you. Derek's just talking, and this is his
I
last
couldn't.
show.
I can't.
Is it Memento?
He hates Memento.
No, I don't hate
love
Memento. I haven't seen it in forever.
So we need to watch The Prestige and Memento again.
Following probably a couple more. I haven't seen most of them.
I've seen The Following one time.
I
need
haven't
to see
seen
it
that
again.
one yet.
His following is annoying.
All right, what's your favorite Tenet film?
Tenet film? Tenet.
Well, Tenet of
The
the,
best
of the
Tenet
Tenets,
film I've ever
it's
seen.
Tenet.
Of the Tenets, it's definitely Tenet.
Nolan film. I'm gonna have to go with the Dark Knight trilogy because I've watched all
That's
of those. a
three
few
movies.
times.
I
I
said pick
know,
one.
or Dunkirk. 'cause
No,
I
it
think
works as
Dunkirk-
one. Trilogies are one.
I don't know if that's
Fuck
always
off.
true. Yeah. What's your favorite, Chris?
That's gonna be
Quick, pull up the IMDb page and just point to one.
Batman
You're so mean to him.
Begins.
Yeah, he agreed with you, and you were a dick to him. Hope you
Because I'm a
choke a little
big Bale
bit.
fan, going all the way back to Land of Far Away.
I do like Scarecrow.
Oh, he shows up in all
I'm
three.
I'm
It
a
makes
pretty
me
big
happy.
Bale fan
Yeah.
as well. I
Death.
Yeah.
By exile. Dark Knight Rises is great. I don't know what people are talking
I don't remember what I ranked as my number one. Do you?
Why aren't you using Letterboxd?
I am.
That's what he's
why
pulling
Yes.
up right
Doodle,
now.
Doodlebug's my favorite.
Doodlebug.
I'm Doodlebug. Did he do Doodle? He did
did.
not. No
Yes, he did.
fucking way.
He did.
You shut your hole.
No. Okay, I bet My House.
Doodlebug.
Doodlebug.
This is
I don't know what
the
I'm talking
surprise Doodlebug review.
Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
Wow. That's nuts.
I just want to see where
know
this
what
joke
he's
goes, so I'm
talking
going to be
about.
quiet.
Yeah.
Google the doodle.
Yeah, I had Batman Begins as well.
Not Doodlebug?
So Batman Begins, Dunkirk, and Inception were my top 3.
Dunkirk's up there. I think it's a
It's a
really
great film.
well done film. That's hell of an experience in the theater.
I
think-
watched it again shortly after we had the conversation about it. Actually,
How did it work? How did it feel on the TV? Because that's the one
Yeah, I
reason
haven't
I
seen
haven't
it since
revisited.
theaters.
hey, that movie Doodlebug has the Michael character that he was talking about earlier.
By the way,
Michael character.
Doodlebug, the budget was $1,000.
Weird.
How did we get on Doodlebug?
Because it was written and directed.
Something no one did apparently.
Oh no, it's not the guy. Never mind.
It's not Nolan.
No, it's not that actor you were talking
So
about.
it is
Tyler
Nolan.
and I take 5 minutes on the other film we've seen.
Yeah. So let's. What is the other film? It was Netflix's.
Yes, it's
Are
on.
we done with Nolan?
Cuties? Is that what we're talking?
Oh, you guys didn't talk about
No.
how you felt about Interstellar. I brought it up a few times, but how did you feel about it on the second watch?
I thought it was a really good film.
I forgot that Chalamet was in it for sure.
Well, he's a little twerp. You
I
got
also forgot
very
that
defensive.
Casey Affleck was in it.
Well, he's a little twerp. You got very defensive about both those men. Both
I like Casey
both
Affleck
fine
a
actors
lot,
with very
yeah.
punchable faces.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
I didn't get defensive. I hate that you're like, oh, he's got a very punchable face, and immediately,
I like
because of our history, I feel like you're gonna hate the movie because someone has a punchable
I
face.
liked it.
We
And I
all
like
quite
Lady
enjoyed
Bird.
Interstellar.
Yeah,
We made it through all 3 hours.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, minimal bathroom breaks.
Yeah,
Not my favorite, but I like it.
It grew on me this time.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's as cohesive or
No.
self-logical
I
as
have
Tenet,
a question, Tyler.
but I like it.
Uh-oh.
I really feel like every single movie that we've watched in the last year,
Every single one.
every single movie that we've watched in the last year, that you've gone and taken a half-hour bathroom break in the movie, you hated the movie at the end of the movie.
It's probably because I wasn't into it. So I'm like, I'm going to step out for a minute. You know, can you blame me for The Grudge?
Well, but no, I don't blame you for The Grudge. But
I
here's
would
the
have
thing.
spent the whole night
do you,
in there.
Do you read a book and skip half of it because you don't like it?
I don't. It's not very comparable.
don't
I just
finish
if I
it.
have to go to the bathroom, I just put the book down, or if I don't want to finish it, I don't.
Right. I'm just intrigued because I was thinking about it. And other than Godzilla and The Grudge, every movie that you hated that we saw,
Godzilla. Did I
No,
see
we made it all the way through Black Christmas.
well, he didn't.
that? I totally left for a little bit in that
Oh,
one. Sometimes
he
you,
straight up
sometimes
made
you
a-
need a break
he
from a
made
bad
he
movie.
made a phone call. Watching.
Did I? I don't remember that.
Yeah, but to be
I
fair,
don't-
Black Christmas was terrible.
Oh.
Oh,
So bad.
definitely Fantasy Island, but that was early ass in the morning.
Yeah.
And I had to take my morning BM. A BM in the AM, as I like to say.
That's how we get it done.
Fantasy Island. Did I mention
Bam.
this last episode? It has my favorite terrible line from any movie this year.
No.
When the guy, did you see it?
I did, yeah.
Okay. When the guy goes back in time to be in
We
the
only did an episode.
the war with his dad.
Yes.
The father's like, "This war's got me dazed and confused." You know, like that movie that came out this year. I'm like, is that the best way you could decide?
Identify
Yeah.
with
You
a
wanted to let
timeline.
the audience know it's 1994. So I think we should just make that a thing. And I mean, movies didn't come out this year, so it's a little harder. But
Well, let's talk about a movie that did come out this year.
you
The
do
one-
have a grudge on me,
what was
like that
it?
movie that came out this year.
Yes, it's called I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
Which is ironic for your last episode,
Because I was thinking of ending things.
Oh, is it ironic or is it coincidental?
don't you think?
Yes.
A little too ironic.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah, I
think.
really do think.
So who's the director?
Is that
Remind me.
right?
Charlie Kaufman.
Charlie Kaufman. That's right. I don't believe seen any of his other
I'm gonna
work.
list.
Tell
he's
me
only
some.
directed 2 more, but he's written a few more than that. So I'm gonna list them off. You ready?
Please.
Anomalisa,
Okay.
Synecdoche, New York.
Oh, I did see that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. We'll have to talk
Right
about
with
that.
Seymour
Philip Se-
Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I actually enjoyed that. Although it makes sense now
For sure.
that that's the
Eternal
same
Sunshine
guy.
of the Spotless
Eternal
Mind.
Sunshine.
Oh, I love
one of my
that
favorite movies of all
film.
time.
Okay.
Adaptation and Being John Malkovich are kind of like complementary to each other.
He did Being John
He
Malkovich.
did. He wrote it.
So I've seen all but one of his films.
Which one? Adaptation?
No, Anomalisa.
So you have seen Adaptation.
I
You
believe
know what's
so.
crazy is he was a writer on the Dana Carvey show.
Gotta get your start somewhere.
Yes, I remember
5
talking about
fabulous
that.
weeks of the Chevy Chase Show.
Interesting.
It's a lot of cocaine.
I was
be f-
intrigued by Schenectady, New York. Let me say that.
It's.
I don't know that
I think this one's a
say I
little
like
bit
it.
more comprehensible. Than
I'm intrigued
Yes,
because
that one.
Anomalisa,
One of my
being
favorites.
John Malkovich,
Not one of my favorites.
adaptation,
One of my favorites.
and Eternal Sunshine.
One of my
all had a
absolute
very-
favorites.
I love Eternal Sunshine.
They all had a very dark, humorous piece to them.
This dude needs a hug.
Yeah.
You
Big
think
time.
I'm a nihilistic asshole? I'm a few
Was I'm
steps
thinking of
away.
ending it? Did it have? It's
about-
some dark humor. to it?
Spoiler alert! It's all about suicide.
Maybe.
Shocker.
Well, that's fair because the asshole that someone invited to our movie club to watch it had like prepped and read reviews so he could keep up with us, and he ruined the whole
Yeah.
premise of it, which is
But to say, how do we not ruin the premise for those that haven't seen it yet?
I don't know.
Just don't talk about the premise.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
Especially,
long- how
I
long
want to
has it been
hear.
out?
I want to
How long has it been out?
I want to hear his
Like a month.
interpretation.
Go ahead. If it's been out a
Yeah.
month, talk about it.
I don't think he'll end up watching it anyway. So,
Okay.
what did you think it was about, or how
I
did
was
you
actually
interpret
thinking
it?
about going home and watching it tonight. but
Well,
thanks.
then don't say anything.
Well, then we're not gonna say.
No, say it.
Ah, you fuck.
This is the last episode for you, so talk about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I had a certain impression after halfway through.
Well, how
That
many days
was-
in between before you started up again?
Oh, just like 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a breather. I didn't, and it was 2.5. What, 2:15?
It's just under 2 hours, I think. It's like 1:58.
Oh, I have to ask
Yep.
though. It has a joke in it that made me laugh harder than anything in a long time.
Okay.
Do you know? Can you guess which joke it is?
I cannot.
Did it make you laugh harder than I did at Motherless Brooklyn?
Terrible human. So at one point you see a fake rom-com, and then for no reason at the end it says directed by Robert Zemeckis, and I'm like,
nice.
what a fuck you. That made me laugh so hard, and I don't know why. Because like the Back to the Future movies and Roger Rabbit, Forrest Gump, love them, but
Yeah.
just the fact that I think he made that Steve Carell movie with the dolls and shit recently.
I actually liked that.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I
I
watched
didn't
that.
see it.
Anyways, that made me laugh hard because I'm like, what did you do to you, Charlie?
Right
Kaufman?
on. Nice.
Oh,
Hey, you know
Contact
that-
fucking sucks. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Fuck Contact.
Oh, I didn't see that.
See, and that's where we talk about literature because I loved the book Contact growing up,
Did you watch the movie?
and I enjoyed the movie.
Oh, well, probably would have liked it more if I had just 2.5 hours and the aliens are goddamn father. Spoilers for
Well,
this movie that came out in
that was the-
1997.
Here's what I'll say
It
about
was
The
it.
too
alien
long.
is not her father.
Yes, it
the
is.
alien presented himself to her as her father.
Sure.
The problem is when the movie should be over, there's an hour left.
Yes.
Nope,
I agree
fair.
with that fully.
Fair.
Well, that's kind of how I felt about this,
Oh no.
Oh, segue. Wait, Tenet.
right?
That movie could have been a swift 30 minutes. I
Well,
probably
the
would've enjoyed
first
it.
hour is a trip, and you're really
I'd say the whole movie's a trip, but
it is
fair.
definitely the whole movie, but especially the first hour 10 is 4 characters, 2 of which are more central than the others, right? And no, it's a good question without giving too much away. Let's just say there's 4 characters.
Sure.
But there's very much a feeling of this, like,
Unease.
yeah, rising unease too, like potentially a suspenseful
Something
thriller
is
type
so
payoff.
off. Yeah, it's a little midsummery, hereditary in tone.
Very much.
Even though it doesn't really go there necessarily.
Never even close to that dark, but really like leading me along that maybe it could
It's
be
so
something
bleak,
like that.
though.
It is so bleak. But I was really into it.
Sure.
I was really trying to figure it out.
For sure.
Better interact with it, whatever you want to call it. The character performances are phenomenal until we get to the school, and then it kind of lost me. I mean, I understand what he was doing.
Apparently, he deviates from the book because the quote-unquote violent act you see during that whole number is just what happened in the book, and there's no dance number or anything.
Okay.
So he's
I'm
being
sorry.
very Charlie
Time
Kaufman
out.
about it. Don't worry about it.
There's a fucking dance
I didn't
number?
say that, and don't worry about it.
Are we talking like
Ballet.
Who Wants to Be a... Not Who Wants to
He wants
No.
to be a millionaire. Regis
Slumdog
Philbin could get
Millionaire.
it on. Did he die this year?
Yes.
Oh no!
It's like Slumdog Millionaire kind of dance off? Or
I'm not going to say anything if I don't have
High School
to.
Musical?
It's in a high school.
Sure.
Okay.
I think And
There's a lot of what you'd call artistic license happening.
And if you think it's pretentious and bleak and not fun at all, I totally understand that. Like,
Yeah.
if you do not like this movie, I get it. But it's for me, it's one of the best things I've seen in a long time.
Segue.
Sure.
Interruption.
Sure.
What was that zombie movie with the musical numbers? The
Anna and the Apocalypse.
That's it. Thank you.
It's the best-
I want to watch it again.
It's
I
the
just couldn't
best
remember the name of
Christmas
it.
British Christmas musical zombie movie
Yes.
ever made.
It's fantastic. Okay, sorry.
Pretty great. I watched it on the airplane.
Does that have Domhnall Gleeson in it?
I don't think so, but I haven't seen it in like a year.
Okay, sorry.
It's
From a storytelling perspective, I mean, it's enthralling. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just didn't care anymore after the.
So you weren't invested in the characters and the convoluted story got old to you at a certain point. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep.
How about that?
All right, we have to kind of wrap things up. So, what are your thoughts?
Why
Tyler?
why do you love it?
Well, each Kaufman movie can be an existential nightmare, which is like I like that kind of philosophy in fiction and so forth. And this one definitely felt like an existential horror movie of dealing with themes of like fear of aging, fear of human nature, fear of self, like very, very relatable topics, even though it kind of does, I think, go off more of the deep end in the end. Because I think to a certain degree, it's uneasy, but you could follow it up to a certain point
Oh,
in the
yeah.
high school. And
That's
then
what-
once you get there, it goes full Synecdoche, New York
Exactly,
for the
exactly.
remaining part of the movie.
Yep.
And if you're not ready for that, you're probably not going to dig it. But
So I don't know how you guys feel about this movie. Did you like it?
yeah, 5 out of 5, one of my favorites. But I had to unpack it for a long time. And
Okay.
think like
The
what
more
did
I
this
reflect
mean?
on it,
yeah,
I like a lot of it.
yeah.
But I wish he just had given me a different kind of payoff. But I also I had not read the story, so
I hadn't either. But I did some research because I'm like, oh, this was a book.
just he put in all this work to give me to build this tension. Then I just think the tension fell apart
Gotcha.
when he
And
pivoted.
I
So do you
can
recommend it?
See why you think that, but I disagree.
That's
But I
fair.
also
Yeah.
completely understand why anybody would be turned
It's
off
definitely
by
worth
this.
at least one viewing
For sure.
Yeah. And it's on Netflix, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, as this is Derek's last show, it's we don't have any leaving traditions.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
What did we do last time?
We
A cease and desist letter.
we wrote a blog on the website.
Kidding,
thanking
if you're
him for
listening,
his
Alex,
service.
that's not what happened.
We'll burn you and your ashes will be added to the
But
Spider-Man.
anytime you
list.
want to come back, anytime you want to talk about something, if you see a movie that hits you
We'll
right,
say
Totally.
no, never
whatnot,
come back.
you're welcome. Clearly, this is not the same scenario when we switched hosts earlier.
It's not.
It's not a divorce. It's more of an open relationship.
Indeed.
You're gonna go sleep with some other people, and we're
I'm
okay
gonna
with
talk
that.
to other people and put headphones on elsewhere, and then
We'll be
I'll
your
back.
side piece. We don't
As
mind.
long as you bring proof of the testing, you can come back.
Oh, I promised Hannah. I looked her in the eyes that I would say, "Hi, guys."
that's from Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss Hannah.
At the end of the podcast, you tell her she said hi. You tell her she said
Oh,
hi.
she's
Yeah.
been on a couple times too. I miss her.
I mean, we can have Hannah on.
Yeah,
It's
she's
not
still
Hannah.
I'll
welcome.
replace you with
Yeah.
your wife. I don't mind.
So thank you for
Being a friend.
35, 36 episodes, I
You're a
think.
Thanks.
pal
Holy
and a
cow.
confidant.
Maybe even more.
Possibly.
I don't know. We're on 19 this season.
You guys
and
have
then we
20. This
joined-
is,
that
this is
long?
episode 20.
This is 20. You
What
joined
year
on
is it?
episode 11, I
11,
think.
I
And we
believe.
went 24.
And we've
so
had all
13.
kinds of little things in
Yeah,
between.
35, 36 episodes.
Woo!
Yeah.
We haven't hit 50 yet.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
We
when
haven't
you-
hit 50
Thank
yet?
you.
No, we're at 46 now, I think.
Oh, we're close.
Yeah.
I'd
Just
say we
stick
should
it
do
out.
something special for the 50th, but our members keep dropping like flies.
So, anyways, thank you for stepping in and taking over and bringing the chemistry to where we felt it
we
needed to
love
be.
you.
It's been a pleasure.
There's a reason that we're going to continue just Tyler and I and Chris, and that's because you're not replaceable to us. You're a friend,
thanks.
your family. I mean that outside of the podcast, and I'm proud to call you a friend. And so,
Indeed.
thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to do this with me, with Tyler. It's been kind of
And
cool to come
Neelis.
full circle.
been fun.
You have to remember
Thanks,
he's
guys.
in the room now
And
that
Neelis, too.
we're down a guy.
Yeah. Sorry, Neelis. So like I said, you better fucking come back and
Fuck and come
even
back.
if it's just
Open
for a couple
relationship.
episodes
Come
every
back
now and
fucking.
again. And Yeah, I'll maybe even leave you with privileges on the Facebook page. So if you want to post shit there, you can.
There we
Until
go.
you start posting spam about your fucking real estate, and then we'll just ban your ass.
Until-
I
gets,
don't
uh,
even post barely on my
I know,
own
that's
business
true.
page.
pretty
Just
good.
say
home.
nice things about all the different studios, so they'll keep inviting us to things.
Dear Sony, we love you.
Sony and Disney,
Dear
you make
Disney,
great
we love you.
movies. Thank you.
Don't forget Universal.
Universal, we love you.
Warner Brothers,
A24.
Lionsgate,
WB, we love you.
A24.
Fox,
A24,
We love
we
you.
really love you.
A24, we do actually.
21st
really
Century Films, we love you.
20th Century
20,
Studios,
20th Century.
whatever the
Studios.
hell they're called
Yeah.
now.
All of your related family links, we love you.
Touchdown Pictures,
Anyone that has a website related to entertainment films that are not adult.
Trauma.
rated.
Wait,
Do you want to say anything before I sign off?
about what?
Okay, cool. So
I
you already
love
forgot.
you.
You already forgot you're leaving, Derek. So.
Oh yeah, you're still here.
He's
All right.
moved on.
Well, this has been Popcorn Tribunal.
You're living
That's
in the
Tyler.
past, my boy.
That's Derek.
Goodbye.
And,
That was
We'll
Derek.
see you next time.
Sexy cry.
Sexy cry.
One tier.
Single tier.
I do that in Lord of the Rings all the time.
The single tier.
Yeah.
Either way. Is that a Peter?
Kate
Jackson?
Blanchett. No, it was a Liv Tyler that does
Liv
it more.
Tyler.
Is,
Yeah.
that a Peter Jackson thing?